Oh, I am quite transparent, aren't I? Adjust that a bit. There we go. That's better. Oh boy. Well, this morning was a learning experience, wasn't it? Found out if you're gonna do the bike race, it is a severe case of when in doubt, cheese it out for sure. Alright, let's do some more PTU testing. Exciting, right? Salvation, see what we can do as far as rep. Make our way up. See what that's all about. Saw that, I didn't even realize they posted it, but like 4 days ago, Salty made a video about salvaging. Like, oh, it's gonna change forever. I guarantee he didn't actually go through the gameplay of it. Alright, so I do have some comps I gathered. Like Star Citizen runs better than Call of Duty these days. Did you play Call of Duty earlier or something? Holy shit. I haven't touched Call of Duty in a while. Can I scroll, please? Oh, there we go. No. Brother. What is going on with Moby? Playing right now? Ugh. I'm sorry. I'm a masochist when it comes to... I mean, clearly, because I'm playing Star Citizen, but I don't think I could bring myself to play Call of Duty. Not anymore. It crashed 4 times at 1080p. That is... God damn. After a certain point, you know, gotta just give up. I can't put up with Call of Duty very much to begin with. But that for sure would just make me want to quit. Okay, Cell Dweller's got some very dramatic music apparently. 4 quantum drives and 4 power plants, but I don't need shields now. That's annoying. Okay, let's grab that. I have 1 quantum drive. That was the annoying thing about the Vulture. I couldn't pull the quantum drive out for some reason. I might see if a max lift will do it. I don't know. I couldn't pull it out before. I'm not sure why. Typical Star Citizen jink. That was a rally? Don't worry about it, Bix. It was some bullshit. I mean, it was fun, and it was fine. It's just... next year, either I am going to get more familiar with how to cheese the grav bike, or I'm gonna do the truck. What's the word I'm looking for? The truck race. Can't think of the word that I was thinking of. But people were pulling like top speeds on the ground when those speeds are not supposed to be obtainable unless you're out of ammo by cheesing the flight model. And it kind of frustrated me because like 40 minutes in, someone had already finished. I was like, how the fuck are they moving that fast? I'm gonna make a video on it, kind of breaking down like, how does this place not have cargo? I'm gonna break down like what, like how people were chasing it. But it's so stupid. Like the flight model for grav bikes is so broken. I was gonna grab max lift, but apparently they're not here. Other than that, it was fine. Yeah, 40 minutes, dude. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. They were pushing 220 meters a second, and they did it on a fucking dragonfly. The entire time, they're pushing 220. But excuse me? That shouldn't be possible, dude. It is when you break the fucking flight model, though. The trick was you push forward on the throttle. Can I send you 10K? Would you blow through your money already? What the fuck? It's PTU. How'd you blow through that much UEC? You accidentally spent all of your money. How do you accidentally spend all of your money? So, the cheese for the grav bike flight model is you throttle forward and then you throttle down and forward. And that causes the bike to go way faster. You can't, it doesn't do the same thing when you throttle up. It only works when you go down. But you don't actually descend. You just go really fucking fast going forward. And then it tops out after a certain point. So you stop throttling down and just throttle forward. Suddenly you're able to go max speed that you're only supposed to be able to obtain out of Atmo. That's how the person finished in 40 minutes. I was having a fucking conniption, dude. So I'm like, how the fuck did they do that? It doesn't make sense. They're hacking. That's crazy. And then I started fiddling around with it myself. I'm like, oh, that's how they broke the fucking flight model. That's how they fucking do it. Irritating. So then, you know, I started doing it, but couldn't finish in time. It was not a DDoS attack. A bunch of people said it was. It was not. At least that's... I'm hearing... I heard that, but I also heard that it was something else entirely. Like, Texas got hit with a really bad storm, and apparently the platform side of things is hosted there. And Austin, Texas was in the dark for a little while this morning. So... whatever it was, they got it up in time for the race, so... yeah, everything was just not working this morning. Everything. It was a little rough. There was actually potential talk of, like, having the race happen at a different time. But the race happened, so it's all good. Damn. Next year, depending on situation, I may just do buggy or likely truck and just race the links. That way I don't have to deal with a broken flight model. So that shit kind of drove me nuts. It's funny you were doing the salvage challenge to see how much money you could make. Because I was thinking about that, but I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna do the math for it. Oh, I'm thinking I might do the salvation as my starter when I go to when they do the wipe, and I decide to, I guess you could say 0 to hero it. Not really a 0 to hero situation, but more like Star Citizen on hard mode. Just because, like, salvaging is actually interesting now. And of course, there was an Idris that showed up and decided to blow up a bunch of ships. The reclaimer that they used as a checkpoint got blown up. All of which this happened after my race was done, but and then Defengo tried to I died and wasn't close enough to the ship, so that Defengo tried to like finish up the race, even though our race was actually over and it didn't matter. But Pyro showed up and blew him up like 100 kilometers out. I think next year, to make it more interesting, I'll do the truck division. That was the word I was trying to think of earlier. See if we can get Ridge 6 involved as well. So he was talking about doing it next year. Found out you can kind of choose the cargo with the salvation. So if you stack up components like how I have there, and then auto eject the boxes, they'll mesh over each other. So you can still get your full cargo hold while the comps are in the way. Fun fact. Found that out last night and I was like, ooh, shit. New cheese unlocked. I'm really hoping they do a wipe soon, though. That? Oh, there it is. It's like, where's my marker? What do you mean I'm by the vulture? Defengo and I were talking about, like, how we could be doing a, some sort of death race and have it at one of the tracks that are already made in Stanton. We would just have to make sure the comms are constantly shut down during said event if we were to do something like that. But have it be like a no missiles kind of race, only guns. But if someone has a boom tube or rail gun inside their ship, I kind of want it to be as loose as possible as far as rules go. Because I think that would make for a more interesting event. I mean, I get why Daymar Rally is so anal with all their rules. Just so they could have like a coordinated event. Especially with like hundreds of people, it's easier to maintain people. But I want chaos, dude. So this was a very annoying issue that I ran into before, and it's still the same thing. I can't pull the quantum drive out of the Vulture. I don't know why. Very annoying. The comp is right here. It's a size 1. I can't have it. There's power plants. I could take the power plants at least. Very, very annoying. Especially considering they give so little ships as far as, like, what you can actually pull comps out of for size 1s. Oh, there it is. So you're like, where's the part? Oh boy. It is stuck in the mesh. We can get it. If not, it's thinking. Well, it'll free itself when I fracture the ship, I guess. Let's see if I can get this one out. Glad you at least got your power back, Biggs. I was not ready to go down the ladder yet. The game sure was, my goodness. Dang it. Okay, well, I'll grab the other one after the fact. How's it going, Stubby? Slowly but surely, figuring out the quirks. What are you up to in the verse? Testing the new salvaging stuff in PTU. Figured it out. You have to literally put your tractor beam inside of the quantum. There's a weird wall. That's what I thought. It kind of had like a weird... Like, you know, when the freight elevator has the invisible wall, that's how it was behaving. But I didn't think... I don't know why I didn't think about just shoving my tractor beam in there. Being assertive. Asserting my dominance over the door. Alright. Can I have this, please? Oh. You were right. Oh, look at you, Biggs. Look at you know how to do stuff. And it's stuck. Well, just like the power plant, it'll sort itself out when I fracture it. Don't know anything about salvage, it's all new to you. Well, lucky for you, in the PTU, when this goes live as well, obviously. If you go into the journal section, there's now a written up guide on salvaging. Basically giving you the absolute basics of what to do. They have the same thing for mining as well. And now they have contracts that actually give more purpose to industrial gameplay that gain rep, and eventually that rep will mean something, but not just yet. Salvage used to go to crazy when you could find hides in those eggs. And been doing the dude, it was broken when that was a thing. that was a gameplay loop that broke the economy when that was a thing. You didn't need a salvage ship when that was a thing. You just show up with a cargo ship and loot the unverified salvage contracts. Make millions, tens of millions with ease. It was so broken. At least now we have more purpose to do industrial, and I think that's been the biggest deterrent for me when it comes to industrial gameplay. Rep meant nothing. The only incentive to do it was make money, and that was it, which really did not interest me. I mean, granted, that's the same for everything else, but there was at least rep ladders involved with everything else. And salvage never had a rep ladder that meant anything. Mining had nothing. So it's good to see that these gameplay loops are getting those now. And I'm excited to see what the rewards are rep-wise once they introduce those. Gotta run and get some Wendy's. Priorities, my man. Fair enough. Go get that Wendy's before everything freezes over. Appreciate you popping in. Cargo rep seems useless. Up to a point. Because, like, at least cargo rep gets you to, like, a degree of, like, wealth that actually meant something. Unless you're doing it in Pyro. Then you keep going to potential wildlife location. After I do one more mission, my rep will go up. I'm curious to see how they change the contracts. It cracks me up, and this is why I take my time with putting out videos. I'm not one of those that's like, oh, I gotta put it out because it's the newest and latest thing, and gotta hit the algorithms and the hype like I see so many other creators do. In particular, thinking about Salty Mike and his Salvage video. 4 days ago, Salvage was dog shit in PTU. That's not how it functions currently. So, glad I'm waiting. I think he had more of... I think his video was just a reactionary thing. Man plays Eve at this point, so... glad to actually get my hands on it and see how exactly it's changed. They yanked all the senior master and experienced? What do you mean they yanked it? Out of Pyro or just like in general? Because I know they nerfed the payouts. I wouldn't say they yanked it though. Unless something happened that I'm not aware of. It was a very well needed nerf. God damn. 1 SU of RMC from a vulture is kind of crazy. Okay, if all goes well, the hops should just pop right out when I fracture it. In general, no Hull C stuff. Yeah, that's true. Or Pyro, anyway, right? And no RMC in this vulture, but quite a bit of construction. Which is more of a moneymaker now. It's actually worthwhile doing. Server desync? Hey, would you... Oh, wait, nope, those are not the comps. Okay, maybe they vanish. Damn it, I think the comps might have disappeared. I guess I'll just disintegrate and go from there. Hopefully they appear. Because I really needed that power plant and the quantum. If not, then we get it on the next one, I guess. Okay, you cannot see anything while doing that. Okay, yeah, it looks like they disappeared or destroyed themselves in the process. Usually they pop out, but they were glitched in and not just sitting there, so I think they just kind of eventually destroyed themselves. That's what it seems like anyway. Which is unfortunate, but oh well. Alright, what we got? Okay. Yeah, look, that's fine. We need a lot more. Wait, hold up. What? Was it printing? Oh, fuck, it was printing. They fixed it! Damn it! I have video of it. I have video evidence. But before, the cargo was glitching in over what was already snapped there, like over into the comps. They were meshing together. Dang it. We don't have cheese tech anymore. That's for the better, but that is upsetting. Oh well. What a shame. Oh. Moving on. Oh my god. Uno momento. My goodness. My eye is trying to commit seppuku. Alright. What's the next one? I don't think I have enough for a turn-in yet. And none of these give me... Oh my god. That is the main thing they need to remedy. Is making it to where... I'm gonna abandon this and grab a different one. Making it to where all the ships that you get that have size 1 comps actually... I have to do quantum drive. That sucks, because I have the shields. I no longer have a mission that requires shields to turn in. That's a shame. Oh well. Let's just do what I can then. Let's go to Arc. I want to get the comps off. I'm gonna run over to Arc. Insufficient fuel. I will do a no such thing. I'm gonna go fuel up. I guess I could drop the shields off here. Go from there. It's running really well in the game. Like, it feels super smooth right now. Granted, it's PTU and there's a lot less people, but yeah, the frame drops were getting kind of chonky in the Daymar race. Hello? Can I get a landing? I'm being ignored. Nice. Okay.
Please proceed to assign landing bay.
Wow, bruh. Okay then. Never mind, no longer being ignored.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Organize what I got, and then see what I can turn in and what I can't. What a noisy ship. Why is it pulled out like that? What the fuck? That's weird. Okay, we want power plants. Power plants. It's the shields we want to get rid of, which we'll just store for now. If I get a contract that requires shields later, I'll come grab these. Or maybe I won't. We'll see what the rep does for me. Just glitches in. That's a little ridiculous. No, I can't put it beside it either. Wow, that sucks. What do you mean I can't stack the power plant? What? Okay, and it goes there, I guess. I hate deal. Oh, we got it to fit properly. I hate snapping comps onto a grid, dude. It's so annoying. And like, why can't I stack it onto the? Was I able to stack it onto the shield generator before? But I can't now. Oh, this makes 0 sense. CIG, what are you doing to me? Why do you hate me so? I should very clearly be able to stack these, but I can't. Okay. Whatever. And of course, that blocks it. If I rotate it. Oop. This is annoying. But then if I... put it like that, then you'll let me snap it on top of the generator? Or, yeah, or the quantum drive? But then I can't... The orientation going lengthwise like that won't snap right next to the quantum drive, even though we just saw that it will on the other side. But I can't snap it on top of the quantum drive unless it's over by the wall. They need to do something about component snapping. This is just laughably bad, dude. It makes zero sense. And then I can't snap that forward. That is so stupid. Like, there is so much room. I could definitely snap it there. There it goes, I guess. And then I can't put it in the front. Brother. Okay, RMC, whatever, we'll deal with it. Construction. I think what I'm gonna go do is go do partial turn-ins. Okay, 3 RMC. 1 construction. The fuck, dude? It's so dumb. And then I can't snap this here because couldn't tell you. Game just does not want me to. Okay, whatever. So jank, dude. It's wacky is a generous way to say it. It's so bad. They need to do an overhaul on that for sure. Why is it still making noise? Oh my god, finally. I want to see what I have, though. Whatever.
You are clear to launch.
Alright.
Engines are on.
Hurl 4, Hurl 1. Where am I at currently? I did not check. Where am I? Hurl 3. Near any of... Where's Hurl? Oh, I already forgot where those ships were. L1 and L4. Well, L4 is kind of close. Even though I won't get comps from it, at least I can get some of the stuff I need to do a turn in.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Please just route. Calibrate, please. Oh my god. They need to make it to where the marker for the contract takes priority. It's the fact it doesn't. It's a little silly. What grift? Still a little salty about the fact that we had to, in order to win the bike race, you have to cheese it the fuck out, dude. Good to know now, at least, but I saw that there, I don't remember what division it was, but I saw that there was one division that didn't have all 3 finish until like 4 something. I'm like, holy shit. I'm blown up by a hawk and 5 talons. What the fuck? I kept seeing people bring up that like the Nidra showed up and then they blew up the Reclaimer and then they kept putting out like multiple new checkpoint ships. It got real spicy like right after the bike division was done. Went out, was able to go skate for like an hour. That was nice. Dumped some Thane on the roads. Had some people that lived in the neighborhood that I go skate at that came out. I'm like, what the fuck is all that noise? I don't think they like me showing up there. They haven't said anything, but it's a nice hill. What you can do. Alright, I think I'll have enough after, at least for the RMC one after doing this. Now we'll see what the next tier of missions will provide me. I don't know why that. Well, new ship, new problems, right? But there's a definite audio bug with the Salvation. Makes me feel like my ship is just perpetually malfunctioning. Probably just do the 5 RMC turn in. Worry about the rest afterwards. I'm hoping I don't even have to worry about the rest. I'm hoping new missions will show up and it's not going to be like when they introduced Dead Saints. And they still don't have new missions for Dead Saints, do they? It's still just the rookie shit, which is incredibly disappointing, but I mean, it's good money for like beginnings, like a beginner player, but it'd be nice if we had more than just rookie missions for the not so lawful cargo. It was at the rally at the finish line. There was a huge capital battles with security and fighters in a group holding the finish line. Not everyone was there to kill the contestants. Only to fight the security. Yeah, but still. I got I got 30k from the server for breaking TOS. Yeah, I don't know. That's one of those like fuck around and find out things, right? Oh, there's a huge community event and CIG employees are here. Let me go do something that breaks TOS. That seems like a great idea. I would have hung around for that, but I wanted to go outside and touch grass because it was a really nice day. "100% emergent gameplay." Yeah, I mean... yeah, that's valid. And that's where, like... that's where I kind of get a little, like... I guess, jaded with the whole TOS of, like, griefing. Because griefing is such a subjective term. Where it's like... where do you draw the line? I don't think... there's situations where I don't think CIG really draws the line very well. Turbo Mills is 8.9k. Nice, that was bumped up nearly about like 1.5k for RMC. It's not too bad. I'm all for the chaos in Carnage, so I'd rather people, you know, show up and try to fuck things up.
Landing complete.
Did those people just get kicked from the server? Or did they get like a suspension on their account? A server like kick is understandable. But if they got a suspension or a ban, that's where I think it becomes not okay. "30k error and a warning for breaking TOS, then couldn't rejoin that server but could join others." Okay, that's fine then. That's fine. Still think it's bullshit that it's considered breaking TOS. And that's where the whole idea of like, the ambiguity of briefing is very annoying. Slap on the wrist, but it'll be remembered. Well, yeah. But you can only get so many warnings, right? And the fact they got that tacked onto their account, I think is a bit silly. In my opinion, that should be part of what they self-proclaim as the filthiest race in the verse, but no killing each other, guys. Okay. Give me Death Race. I don't want this cushy Daymar Valley thing. I don't know, man. I just think the fact that, like, subjected people to a warning is a little silly. Albeit, like you said, slap on the wrist, but still. Oh shit, I am dehydrated. I want to think about doing something about that. I should probably do that while I'm here. I should have leaned into Carnage. Was the most epic gameplay I've ever seen. Like 8 Idris, 5 Polaris explosions. It was nuts. That's yeah. To add to that, I would rather there be like a stronger, like there should be a strong security force like that, and then like I want there to be utter chaos and carnage like that in the race itself. I want to see someone on a dragonfly with a co-pilot sitting on the back seat with a boom tube trying to blow up other racers. You know how sick that would be? I mean, if it comes down to it, I'm gonna try to get some headway with some other curators and random people who watch stream and just hold a small event of that nature or something. I don't know, but I want to see it happen. Do it? I wish I had that kind of motion. I mean, there's I am known, at least it seems, with like the smaller Star Citizen content creators, but it doesn't show on the Twitch side of things. I have more of a demographic on YouTube, but one more. Do the math. But yeah. Maybe eventually see about trying to organize something. It's the networking part of it that's going to be a struggle. Okay. It's going. Wait, were all those armed? No, one of those is construction mats. I think I done goofed. Appreciate you lurking. If you're gonna watch stream though, I'd recommend watching on YouTube. Even lurking. Get better resolution, and YouTube treats creators better over there. No shot, dude. No. There's more in there. I know there's more in there. Don't lie to me. I know there's more. Yeah, just throwing it out there. Which is kind of a dying breed, I feel like. But use whatever platform tickles your fancy. I'm on all of them. Here we go. Oh, please tell me I have one more. Why are you not auto-printing, you piece of shit? Toggled it again because it wasn't auto-printing, and now it's still not auto-printing. Dude, the Salvation needs a screen on the back. I don't know why they just decided, no, you only need to print things from the pilot sheet. You don't need to, you know, do it while you're back there. There we go. Now it's auto-printing. It will actually auto-print. Why isn't it switching? It's stuck, that's why. I did the thing. It did the thing. Excuse me? Okay. Odd. Whatever. Why are you turning? I pick it up and it immediately goes cockeyed instead of staying in the same position. The fuck? Oh my goodness. Why do you hate me so much, CIG? It's a personal attack. It's not, but I'm taking it personally. See, and this is another reason why they need to, like, do a revamp on cargo snapping and comps, because I should be able to fit that fine next to the other comps, or even stacking it, like, okay, maybe not there, but I should be able to stack this right next to the other comp, but it won't let me. Whatever is fine. I should have enough rep now, though. Should be bumped up. Yeah, now I'm applicant, so did it generate more contracts? Well, it sure did, I think. No, it did not. It did not. No way. Did they do the same thing? I think they did the same thing as Dead Saints. Well, isn't that delightful? Fucking what? Okay, well, let's do another rep tier and see if new ones generate. They talked about advanced in that one video we just got, so maybe they'll be coming later. My gripe is, stop throwing shit at us that's half-baked. That's my issue. Right? Like, how long is it gonna be until it comes in later? We got Dead Saints how many months ago? And we still only have rookie Dead Saint missions? Like, why? I just whatever. I don't understand the thought process behind being like, yeah, we'll only do like first fraction of the mission lines to where there's no real purpose to doing it once you've gone past a certain rep level. Like, because then when you're doing rookie level missions trying to gain rep, it's going to take you way too long to do, like, to gain rep after a certain point. Not to mention not worth it for, like, time and money sink or money gain from it. I'll see. I'll go up another rep level if it doesn't change though. That's gonna be bothersome. Oh, I should do something about my hydration now. Now I know they said that like I don't know, it could be that I'm just at this level until the next tier of rep, which I will confirm. But I have a feeling, like I said just a moment ago, that they did do the Dead Saints thing with the salvage missions. Which, the reason why that frustrates me is because they're also introducing a... go up, please? Third time's the charm? Or not? What the... Damn. That took a while. That completely derailed my thought. Right, they're gonna have this new rep system that is supposed to give us rewards. So, do they not have the rewards planned out for the later tiers of rep? Or we're only gonna have rewards up to rookie? Like, and if that's the case, great, okay, you just gave me enough stuff to farm for like... Oh, that's weird. For like a day? Not even a day? Like, if I actually like buckled down and hyper-focused farming the rep, I'd have it done within one streaming session. Where the fuck is the medical in this station? This is a funky-ass station. I don't like this station. The layout's really weird. There's no way it's back here, right? No, because that's just the... Wait. Yeah, no, it's not. What? Where the hell's the medical at this station? I need vitals. Going crazy? The further down this way? There's no way, right? No, it's just loops. Is there no medical at this station? There's no way. What is this station, dude? I mean, I guess I could go buy something to drink, but this is weird as fuck. The weirdest layout. I need to remember what station this is so I know to avoid it. There's straight up no medical here. What? There's a... That's a thing? I thought every station had medical. Am I tripping? Yeah, I don't want to sit there and fucking stare at the bottle, bro. See what the listed features are in the map. Yeah, I need to apparently, but I could have sworn every... I said drink, not store. What are you doing, bro?
Sure thing.
Alright, moving on. Yeah, let's see what this station does have to provide, because... Oh, does it really not have... Why can I... Dude. When basic functions don't work... Yeah, I can't even fucking scroll. There we go. Oh, and it stopped. Oh, there's a clinic here. Where? Am I crazy? I must be crazy. I did not see it anywhere. Well, in my eyes, it does not exist. That's bizarre. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna do more salvage nonsense to get rep built up. I'm gonna need... Let's go get a big ship. Prowler has size 2s, doesn't it? I don't remember. Because that has physicalized comps, doesn't it? Yeah, it's size 2s. If only the contract required something other than size 1s. There's a saber. Come on, let's do that.
You are clear to launch. Take off. Landing gear raised. Shields on.
The other side of the... Oh my god. It's so far away. You mean invalid target? Oh, just barely enough to make it out there too. I'm not gonna have enough room. just because of how jank their snapping system is for comms. I'm gonna be like 2 seconds. I'm gonna grab. Sorry about the BRB. Whip. I'm going to be disappointed if another Dead Saints situation. Which, like, with Dead Saints, I can kind of understand. Because economy, that could be something else they're waiting on with like crafting and situating the economy and all that jazz. But with Salvage, I feel like you don't have to try that hard to scale it up. Like, you just scale up the comp sizes. Didn't get to watch much. How'd the race go? Oh no, I've just been talking shit about Salvage. You're good. I'm not tired of it. The race went fine. I just didn't know that people were cheesing the flight model. I figured out how the cheese worked, but the fact that people are using this exploitative cheese over the broken flight model to win the race kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Figured it out, started doing it myself, but it's so broken. I'd say next year, probably gonna do truck, but I'll make a video going over the experience of the Daymar race. And how, in order to win the bike division, you gotta cheese it the fuck out. Because someone finished in 40 minutes, which is insane. But that's because there's cheese tech. I always say when in doubt and cheese it out, but not in a competitive situation. You would think you would need to go higher in altitude to go faster, wouldn't you? Because that's how it works with everything else. But no. So the way to do the cheese is you catch some air. You don't have to be very high at all. Like, you actually don't even need altitude, just easier to get it going fast when you do. You throttle forward and thrust down at the same time. It doesn't work when you thrust up. You have to thrust downward. And then suddenly you're going like 150, 160 meters per second. So then you stop thrusting downward and only throttle forward, and then boom, you're going 225. Which is only a speed a grav bike is supposed to reach when out of ammo. And then when you're getting close to hitting the ground, throttle up. That way you whoop and bounce right back up in the air, and then rinse and repeat. So then you're pushing like 200, 220 something meters a second the entire time. Found that out like once I hit the halfway mark. Because I'm like, how the fuck are people finishing already? That's lame. Total cheese, yeah. And it's just okay with Atmo that people are doing that on top of it. Because it's in the game, so. Truck's the way to do it, yeah, because at least you can't cheese that and it makes the race more interesting. I don't like that it's just balls to the walls. Exploit the broken flight model to win the race. It's not fun. Apparently it was utter chaos at the finish line. Bunch of people showing up to fight the security. Otherwise, it was fun. It was an interesting... Oh. Oopsie. It was an interesting experience, nonetheless. I'm so glad they made it to where they don't just perpetually go forever. But yeah, next year I'm going to do truck division and I'm going to run the links. Because the buggy will just take way too long. Okay, I should be able to get... It sucks I need the quantum drives too. It'd be faster to just get the RMC and stuff, but whatever. They could do... Finishing it? No, we couldn't finish it. Because this is the other part that irritates me about people finishing it within 40 minutes. So third place came in at the 50-minute mark. If you do it the way you're supposed to, well, not supposed to, but if you do it without cheesing the flight model, it'll take you an hour point, like 1.7 hours. So then once the third person goes across the finish line, you have 1 hour to finish the race. Okay, cool. By the time I figured out how they were cheesing the flight model, I had 30 minutes. And then once that 1 hour is up, wherever you last checked in at is what they put as your finishing distance. It's so dumb. For an event that has so many rules, you would think they'd be more stringent on this sort of stuff. But they're not. Good job participating. Yeah. It is what it is. It from the get-go, I was like, I don't like how this is ran. Because there was a lot of like things where I'm just like, this just feels poorly ran. I mean, doing interviews 2 days, 3 days technically, before the event. Oh, I can't make that time frame that you told me about like 12 hours beforehand because I'll be at work. Can we reschedule? No response. Oh, great. Okay. And like I speak on this coming from the perspective of someone who's participated in events in real life, like competitions and stuff. It's a little different because we're dealing with servers. But the rest of the stuff that isn't reliant on servers, there's no excuse. And there was a lot of things where I'm like, this could be ran a little better. But, it is what it is, I guess. Okay, so I have 4 power plants. They're doing their best, but I feel like there is quite a bit of room for improvement. Like I said, I'll make a video going over like my experience, how it was, and all that jazz. Ain't no way. What? The snapping for this stuff is so stupid. I hate it. No, you better snap. You did it for the other side. You're gonna do it for this side too, dude. Oh, since when? You have not been letting me stack power. Yeah, why only the front one? CIG, please, please do a rework on cargo snapping for the fucking components. My goodness, it is so jank. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Okay, well, I guess I'll move on to scraping it. Oh yeah, I'm in PTU. It's so bright. Never mind. Not every situation is a good situation for... My God damn, those clouds are brutal. I mean, I can see the saber really well. Oh. I'm using the power of the sun to scrape the saber. Holy shit. Okay, my eyes cannot handle that. It's so bright. It's effective. I will give them that. Did it print more out? Oh yeah. I really hope something comes up when I do the next rep tier. I don't want to be disappointed. But, you know, CIG tendencies tends to keep my expectations quite low. It is mildly more satisfying to do this in third person. I don't know why. It looks cool, I guess. It's kind of interesting how much a rep ladder will suddenly make something feel more worthwhile doing. Because before, I could not be bothered to do industrial gameplay. I mean, I would from time to time if I needed quick money, but... Oh, I hate how close I have to get with the salvation in order to get the bonuses. You have to be like, well, fuck, pretty much touching it. Almost touching, not full on touching like I just did. Oh no, please come back. Oh no, please come back. That could have been done better. Building a base in Rust? Dude, I cannot remember the last time I played Rust. It's been a hot minute since I touched Rust. Turn these in at. I don't have all of them just yet. I need 2 more quantum drives. Well, that's not too bad. It's actually reasonably close. Sick. But I can only carry so much on this goofy cargo. This is where the vulture would be more handy. But I'm going to refrain from doing so because I want to push this to its limits. See what exactly it's capable of, and to see like what I'm going to be putting myself through when I decide to limit myself to a starter when we get a wipe. Hopefully there's more to the rep ladder for salvaging by the time that happens.
Shields on. Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Well, if I get another saber, I guess it doesn't matter. So it's only 1 quantum drive. I have to get another saber and another, hopefully like a vulture or something. And I can finally finish doing this special order. It's not of RMC, but you know, whatever. Misleading contract title. If you want decent stealth comps, apparently you can get them pretty easily through Salvage gameplay, though. Why are you struggling? Just take the thing from beneath it, I guess. Alright. That's most of it. What? Yeah, I know it's contracted. Imagine. The thing I need to turn in for a contract can't be turned in for a contract because it's for a contract. What? Hold up. What? No way. Okay, I guess let's figure out what the problem piece is, one by one. We'll figure this out, I guess. I did not pull that out far enough. I should know better. Why won't it tell me what the problem object is? I swear, if it's everything, I'm going to lose my mind. One by one. What is the problem piece? You cannot be serious. Is there no point in me doing these contracts? Because I'm just not able to turn in the comps? No way, dude. Is it all of them? Is it because it came out of a salvage claim ship that I can't turn these in? No way, dude. Are you... Brother. There's no way. Let me turn in something. I got all the... What am I supposed to do? Get it off of player ships, even though you tell me I could... Dude, it's because it came from ships that were on salvage claim contracts. There's no fucking way. I refuse. That is exactly what it is. CIG, what the fuck? What the fuck? What? Maybe try to pull one from my ship, see if it takes it. That's a valid point. Hope that is storage. Try to open that. That is so ridiculous, dude. God. They really could have made like a clamber thing where you can like climb up this a little easier. There we go. All right. All right. I cannot believe this, dude. I mean, I can, because, you know, it's CIG. It would be classic Star Citizen bullshit if this ends up being the case. Well, yeah, if it doesn't take from the ship, then it's just straight up bugged. I mean, technically, it is bugged. So I should be able to turn in comps from ship claim contracts. As much as the game doesn't want to think I can. Are you fucking kidding me, CIG? What is this? nonsense. Absolute nonsense is what that is. So there's just no point in doing that. Okay. Why are you not going in? There we go. No words. And just to further my point here, you go to the contract. We recommend searching for wreckage at Lagrange points, or you could purchase a salvage claim from us in your contract manager. Once acquired, deliver the materials to the freight elevator. That you won't allow me to because I got it and purchased a salvage claim. Why? Why is it like this? The only workaround to that I could think of is like throwing it into my ship, saving it, pulling it back out. Okay. Alright. Well, hopefully they sort that out before it goes live. That's just absurd. That really puts me off from doing a lot of the salvage. Makes me laugh that Salty made a video. Oh, salvage is gonna change forever. Yeah, but getting there though, that's the real struggle. Oh my god, it's quiet. Frustrates me, man. I just wanted to do the turn-in, but I guess not. I'm not allowed to have such luxuries. So we have two major disappointments thus far. One, can't turn in comms that are from the claims that we pay for. And two being, there appears to be nothing more rep, like contract-wise via rep, unless I get to junior contractor and something new pops up, which that's what we're working towards at the moment. So I guess I will just accept everything else and just scrape and munch, because grabbing comps means nothing, I guess. Fortunately. It'll go faster. I'll give it that, but very much disappointing. Let's find stuff that's like nearby, because I don't want to a bunch of different places. There we go, Redeemer. That's nearby. Probably more than what I can hold currently. Where do I have to turn in? I go for and hey, well, okay, that kind of works out. Cool. Well, they've been rapidly updating and adjusting these contracts over the last week, so hopefully that persists. That workflow for them.
Thank you, and please visit again.
So I would like to see this stuff fixed by the time it goes to live, obviously.
Drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
I mean, this sort of nonsense I'm running into, what I was running into before, is why I've held off even really talking about the changes in a video. Is it blocked? No, it's not. Don't lie to me. This is gonna give me a lot. No, at least the delivery point's right there. Got that going for me. Like, the changes that they have for industrial gameplay, really, really cool on paper. The execution thus far, though... Granted, it's PTU, so it's expected to be scuffed, but... I don't know. I feel like it comes to a point where, like, after a certain point, when is it not excusable, considering how long they've been at this? We'll see what this year has to offer us. Maybe they go through a paradigm shift as far as what they produce. But this is not a good start. I mean, it is, but it's not, because there's, as always, a lot of oversights. But we make do, we figure out what we can and can't do, and go from there, unfortunately. Has anyone made it to the junior contractor rank in PTU yet? Some insight would be appreciated, otherwise I'll just grind it out. See for myself. I mean, I'm going to anyway, but... you know. Eventually. You haven't? Yeah, it's gonna take a hot minute with these contracts, for sure. Plus, it doesn't help here. You're selling your RMC and construction mats. I am not. Filler station is full. Everything's full. I guess I'll just go turn in what I can and then come back. See how horrible the rep bump is after one of these turn-ins.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I think the other thing is, like, I'm kind of over the whole making moolah thing. I mean, it doesn't help the current economy is absolutely broken in the live servers, but the reputation stuff interests me so much more. What I need to turn in here. What do you require from me? Okay, so it's the construction and the RMC. Well, that's unfortunate. Not what I was hoping for. Let me just knock myself out real quick. Oh, do I have one more box in? I don't think I do. Oh, I do. Hell yeah, let's go. Actually, I have enough for the turn-in. I have a lot more construction rubble than I realized.
I'm sorry. Due to inactivity, we have been forced to assign your landing zone to another customer.
Oh wait, no. I need to keep that. Getting ahead of myself there. Alright. Hello? No? There we go. Oh. Not like me doing that. Nice. Okay, well we got one turned in. It's one of the beefier ones. How much rep did that net me? I went from just like right at the beginning of the A to after the P. I gotta do that like what, 20 more times? Pretty much. Oof. That's rough. That is rough. Oh well. Just gonna finish up the Redeemer. I wonder if it's gonna be too much for the Salvation to hold. I might switch over to the... I don't wanna. I mean, I should, for efficiency's sake. I might just start using the Vulture. I wanted to push this thing to its limits, but...
Thank you, and please visit again.
I also want to be efficient. I think the strat, at least like when the wipe comes and you're like trying to make money and you're running off of a starter, or if you're like a new player and you're just going straight in and salvaging, sell what you get. Sell it all. make that money, and then immediately get like a vulture. Although, we'll say that it might be worthwhile to save up, which this would take too long, so probably just go ahead and get the vulture. But if you don't want to get like a reclaimer just yet, but you want to be able to haul more, maybe get like a Carrack. No, a Carrack's too expensive. Maybe get like a Star Lancer and just park this thing in the back, and then you have this side that you can load, or you can get a tack and top load this in the little mini hangar, and then you'd have the rear storage. It wouldn't be able to hold very much, but it'd be a lot more than it'd be a decent amount more than a vulture, maybe. Either way, it's gonna suck. Unless you get that vulture. But there's also gonna be that new salvaging ship. So, I guess you wouldn't really need to do that. I mean, you could always get a Polaris and then put the salvation inside that. Ain't sure if it could fit in. I think you can fit 2 Furies inside of the tack hangar. I think it could fit. If I had a tack right now, I would do it. But I don't have one in the PTU. I suppose I could hop over to the live servers and test it. It can fit in. No, I know for a fact it can fit in the tack. Because that was the first thing that I did. So maybe not in the... It should be able to fit in the top hangars. But I know for a fact it can fit in the rear cargo. So, I mean, it could fit in a Max or a tack, but a Max would have more cargo, obviously. So maybe the Max would be the way to go regardless. You're gonna try tomorrow? Well, I can tell you right now that it does fit in the rear cargo. The hangar, I'm not 100% on, but if you die, I'm at fault. I didn't know I was responsible if your incapability was flying. It's a tight squeeze, so brace yourself. It's a bit of a challenge to park it in the rear cargo. But I feel like if it fits in the rear cargo, it might fit in the hangar. No, I can't do big ships like this with this. Damn it. Okay, so, wow, I can only do the 2K missions with the Salvation. That's going to take a while. That's a bummer. Oops. Damn, I did not know that. Well, found the limit for the Salvation, I guess. What a shame. It's like I have another contract and go turn in. It's just really far away, unfortunately. Bro, it's at 0%. Okay, I was about to say. Update. I did the contract. I guess I will grab as much RMC as I can. I mean, at least we can confirm that it can comfortably fit an entire whole scraping's worth of the Redeemer. It's too big to fracture. Just a bit of a downer. Oh well. Just back on Star Citizen, 4.6 should bring back mining or salvaging more. Both equally. They're basically getting the same treatment. And, like, for example, you look in the journal now, and is the Forager's Guide there, too? Interesting, I didn't know that was there. But they have guides for industrial gameplay. Salvager's Guide and Mining Fundamentals. And then they have these contracts that you can do as well, which there's a lot of oversight involved with them, but they've been actively fleshing them out over the last week while it's been in PTUs, so it's fine, I guess. $74 I am not making that jump. I only got 25k. This is the problem with salvaging, though. They don't localize the contracts, which is incredibly inconvenient, to say the least. But there's going to be rep involved with it, and rewards for the rep, and all that jazz, so there's actual purpose other than making money. And then with crafting right over the horizon, mining and salvaging are going to be such a huge part of just overall Star Citizen gameplay. I am excited for. So I like doing a bit of everything, I just like it when there's purpose to everything that I'm doing. Alright, let's go get more rep. This is gonna be a slog, unfortunately. I'm more interested in the salvaging, but I'm curious to see if mining's in the same situation as salvage with the turn-ins. Like, as far as, like, how localized it is. So that I have not taken a look at. I think it's more localized. It's more more simple to localize those, to be fair, but still. Such a long jump, too. Definitely switching to the Vulture after this. Yeah, I think this strat is going to be make money, don't worry about rep, get the Vulture, then worry about rep. Unless you have something to throw the Salvation into. Would you be able to stuff this into a Connie? Probably not. If you can, it's probably a very tight squeeze and not allowing much room for cargo. I'm just trying to think of like other ships that you could stuff this into. I think the Star Lancer is probably the best. Before you get to like, you know, Hercules and Caterpillar, all that jazz. Asgard, there we go. Yeah, but that's so much more expensive, that's the problem. Yeah. Best bang for your buck, I feel like the Star Lancer makes the most sense if you're just trying to get a little more storage. But at that point, you may as well just get a Vulture, because, you know, Vulture's like, what, 1.7 mil? Something like that? Double check that. I don't remember. Or is it 2.8? Yeah. At 2.5 at Lorville, 2.6 everywhere else. I was thinking of the Buccaneer. The Buccaneer's 1.7 or something like that. Oh my goodness, how long is this gonna take? Oh, we're most of the way there. 2/3. At least it'll be a little better in the Vulture, I think. This will definitely go by a hell of a lot faster grinding the rep. Is there? I need 8, 5, so that's 13. I'd be able to do like 4 minimum, 4 turn-ins with a full load of in the Vulture. Got like crazy fast in that, and I could hit bigger ships with it. So I think that in and of itself makes it to where like rep farming is the Vulture. Just starting out and making money makes sense in the Salvation. Don't bother with rep until you have a Vulture. Unless you like going at a snail's pace, then, you know, you do you at that point. It's either that or I start with a ship with a bit of cargo in it and then use Dead Saints to ride my way up. But I said I wasn't going to purchase ships when they wipe. I was going to earn them all through Executive and Wikelo. If I go that route, well, that was, I guess that rule wasn't really one I set in stone, but does it make sense for me to do? I mean, it would make the game more difficult. I think it would be cool to have the rep system, like, make it to where you unlock teaches ships or something. I don't know. That is not the one I need to be plopping in there. Hold up before I just auto print all that shit. And load this on there. Actually, I guess I'm gonna be switching to the Vulture, so let's go ahead and send it all down. If anything, we'll load it up into the Vulture. It's gonna take a minute to... do I be impatient? Oh wait, I didn't auto... Fuck. I done played myself. Sitting here like, that's taking a minute. I'm just dumb. There we go. What was that it? I didn't fully fill it up, did I? I'm an idiot. Okay. Well. Naturally, that's going to take a minute to get here. Time to upgrade. I'm trying to think if you're doing it efficiently, 2 trips per, right? Per like hour into Salvation. That's 170k. So you would need say the component turn-ins work, then let's round it up to 200k an hour. Even though they don't work right now. Unless it's from a player ship. Then that would 200k an hour. You would need 12 and a half hours of salvage gameplay with the salvation to upgrade to the vulture, which isn't bad. That's actually really good, all things considered. 12 hours and you're already upgrading your ship to something that's about to print you a lot more money. I wouldn't complain about that. That said, though, I'm gonna go have some dinner. I'm gonna call it here. I will keep an eye out. Well, I will. You guys keep an eye out. I will have a video on the new salvage stuff, as well as my experience with the DMR race, up ideally within the next week. Get to working on those probably tomorrow and have them uploaded through the week. So keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, I will be back live probably Monday. I mean, for sure Monday, but whether I'll be live tomorrow or not, I don't know. We'll see how much shit I can get done, how early I get up. Anywho, I appreciate you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, morning, and weekend. And I will see you guys probably Monday. Yeah. Probably Monday.